I'm now on week 7. We're feeling very lethargic right now and very confused. But I just read this in week 7. The success of a creative recovery hinges on our ability to move out of the head and into action. And I have a really hard time with that. I'm feeling still very flustered about the morning pages. I'm just confused, I think, and frustrated with myself that it's still not clicking for me, even though it clicked for me when I attempted the artist way in college. I'm trying to like really lock in on them, but I did get a new journal. I finished my other morning pages. This is the new one. I'm not the biggest fan, but I love this tile pattern. The lemons are really making me crash out a little bit. I literally stood in the TJ Maxx for probably, I'm not kidding, 20 minutes looking at the journals to figure out which journal I was gonna get. This was the best option that I had, and I knew that 5 minutes into it, and I just decided to keep looking for the perfect one. And I'm just learning about perfectionism right now in week 7. I'm reading this book currently, and it's this book on, well, the courage to be disliked. And it's this conversation between a philosopher and a young student. It's really good, and I'm really loving it. There was something in this book that really supplemented week 7. I literally put a heart and exclamation points and bracketed it and highlighted it, okay? Just out of context. A healthy feeling of inferiority is not something that comes from comparing oneself to others. It comes from one's comparison with one's ideal self. I've had so many feelings throughout the weeks of inferiority. There are some weeks that it is so heightened that I actually want to escape my brain because I'm so irritated. There's also some things that he was saying where like jealousy and envy, it's not in itself a bad thing, but what you do with it or how you ruminate on it and the effects it has on yourself and other people is obviously the bad thing. And that jealousy and envy is like a really human emotion, and it, you know, basically trying to tell you something, which is literally what the artist way tells you. A word that I have been loving lately is excavation, the way that it just explains this time in my creative journey where I'm just pulling up all of my earthly limits and I'm just ripping it apart. Guys, okay. So I went to go see, smelled a lot of perfumes, and I came out with this one. Let's spray her, just for fun. Ooh, oh yeah, this is perfect. Ooh! It smells so good. It's raspberry liqueur, black peony, and praline. I love peonies. I think I did week 6 justice, but week 6 was a part of just being in abundance, you know? I like never splurge on stuff like this. So I'm having a lot of fun with treating myself. Also today, I went to go buy magazines because in week 7, one of the tasks was to buy 10 magazines, which magazines are very far and few in between nowadays. I mean, in correlation to how they were when Julia wrote this book, 10 magazines would literally cost me like over $100 at the magazine store. Some of the magazines were literally 25, and that was like common 15, 25. Like that was not happening, love. I'm so sorry. So I ended up getting only 3 magazines, literally stayed in the store for 20 minutes, and so I came up with these 3. I'm not actually ripping her up. So I actually only have 2 that I'm gonna use for this collage because I started reading a little bit of this one and I actually want to go through all of this and read it. Oh, I'm obsessed. This is so cute. In another life, I think I would be a magazine print designer. I love a scrapbook, and this feels like a scrapbook to me when you're just like laying everything out. I'm obsessed. Having your job be to decide where a photo goes and where text goes, how fun is that? These are the 2 magazines that I am ripping up. This Bazaar magazine with Jenna Ortega on it, and then this Vogue magazine, Vogue Italia. And I'm just gonna rip these up, so I'm not even keeping them, which is gonna pain me a little bit. I've been really enjoying the little luxuries that I've been able to give myself here. If you would have told me before moving here that I would buy myself a magazine and a perfume, I wouldn't say wouldn't believe you, because those are silly things to not believe, but I just would have never done that. Those are my lovely little things that I wanted to show you guys. Today's the last day of week 7. I feel really proud of myself for week 7 and 6. Like, I made the most of it. I went to this coffee shop in Nolita today. Was reading the week 8 of my Artist Way. Well, at least attempted to. I have to still do it. I couldn't focus enough. So I ended up just doing one of the tasks that I needed to get done for week 7, which is why it's in this video. And I like did a little scrapbooking, cut papers, the magazines. It was so fun, so fun. But I was like, this area is so cute, let me walk around. And I came across this Japanese convenience store and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, LT. You literally can just buy yourself some snacks. So I did, and I'm gonna show you guys what I got. I love these things. Spicy tuna. I kind of went crazy. I think everything was $26. Sparkling yuzu drink. I am such a drinkity drink girl. I love a cute little drink. So I got myself one. Seaweed and salt potato chips. Got these to try. I'm not sure if I'll like them because they might be too spicy. I actually can't handle spice the way I thought I could. I'm a Latina and I can't handle spice, but I'm excited to try these. Barbecue. I had to obviously get myself sweet treats as well. Matcha milk candy. Last minute when I was paying, I saw these, and my sister and I got these when we were in Japan and we loved them. They're like strawberry chocolates. I just had to show you guys that before I get into the weekly recap, so let's go ahead and let's see what week 7 had in store for us. Hello, we are doing the week 7 weekly check-in. Apparently I didn't film any of these. I'm here doing it again. For the morning pages, I didn't do my morning pages every day this week. I feel like I have said that every single week. In fact, I didn't even do them today. I probably did them 4 out of the 7 days this week. I have thought about creative luxury a lot lately, but I'm not sure I've intentionally done it in my morning pages. I've noticed I use my morning pages for my complaining dump for the day. If I wake up feeling anxious or tired and I don't think I'm being creative enough. This week was literally about perfectionism. Just thought that was funny that I'm dealing with that right now in this week of my life. The artist date. I did my artist date this week, thankfully. I went to the MOMA. That's what you saw when I went to the MOMA after work. I've always wanted to go to a museum and from top to bottom read every single exhibition and exhibit that they have, but the MoMA is huge. So I decided to just choose one exhibition, and my goal was to see every single plaque and every single art piece installation that was in there. And I think I had 2 hours left before they were closing. So I ended up spending 2 hours and I finished the whole thing. The exhibition was about design. It was very interesting. I added some of my favorite pieces in this video. I was listening to Addison Rae's debut album, Addison. Guys, it was so good. Like, that experience was so beautiful. After the album was done, I just went in complete silence and walked around, and it was so grounding. This is something that I wrote. I listened to Addison while going around once, then just read and enjoyed the art in silence. It was a really needed time for me to be by myself and indulge in a creative field I'm not used to surrounding myself with. Synchronicity, short and sweet, didn't have any. The miscellaneous section, I'm gonna read one sentence because the rest I'm keeping to myself. I have a hard time taking action and putting money where my mouth is. A little note that I added is I did karaoke this week just as I used to as a little girl. It was so fun. I allowed myself to have a little more fun with it. It was really uncomfortable up there, but I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. And also I was really craving to sing and see how that felt now doing it in public with new friends and a new environment. It was a really good experience and added a little bit of a brick to my wall of confidence. Okay, that is the weekly recap for week 7. I will see you guys next week for week 8. Besitos. Bye!